Hello out there. How are you guys doing tonight? Let me know if anything... Star. Hello Wells, hello Cowness, hello Hoishin, hello Rabbits, Sparkover, Defmech. So this is our announcement and grouping stream for a Dragon Warrior Randomizer and Dragon Quest Roto Relay team race that is taking place, as you can see, on September 23rd at noon. So, I know a few of you were wondering at the beginning of this, just what is this? Well, give me a second and we'll explain it entirely. But first, why don't we introduce my other commentators? I've also got some Diener on the line.
Hello, hello.
Oh, there's Diener.
Good to be here, Star.
And we've also got everyone's favorite Yakuza, Pop.
Hello, I'm Bob.
Pop-san.
Onegaishimasu.
Great to have you here with us, Pop.
I'm Bob. I'm not the Yakuza.
yeah, you say it. All right, yeah, you say that. Whatever.
He's obligated to say that. Sure, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty, let me put on something a little... tamer here. I might have to change a couple of things, actually. Sorry about the loss of music for a second. Here we go. So, just what is this? Fine, here we are. A Roto Relay typically refers to playing the first 3 Dragon Quest games all back-to-back. Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 in no particular order. Any records that are set by people, it's just, you know, whatever order you pretty much want.
So it's called Roto Relay. All 3 of these games, the first 2 Dragon Quest games, they all sort of revolve around the same character, the hero Roto. Either your characters are descended from Roto, or in the case of Dragon Quest III, you are Roto by the end of the game. So they're all connected in story-wise and in this particular land, Alefgard. So they're joined by that sort of common feature. So that's why they're commonly referred to as Roto Relay. If you're familiar with the old Dragon Warrior games, his name was Erdrick.
Yes, exactly. So basically, we're having ourselves a, is it Roto or Loto? Translation says Loto, Roto in katakana, whichever one you want. So, the order we chose here, might be a little strange to people, because it's essentially the actual Roto trilogy, Dragon Quests 1, 2, and 3 here, are kind of happening in reverse chronological order, with a randomizer at the front. And really, this is just for convenience. You know, we didn't want to have, like, Dragon Warrior and Dragon Quest back-to-back, so we wanted to break them up a bit. And let's face it, like, Dragon Quest III is pretty much the hypest thing to end anything with, especially with that beautiful Zoma battle music. So if we didn't end it with Dragon Quest III, it's a tragedy. All that being said, this looks like a good order to me to enable that. Especially since we can get Dragon Quest II out of the way earlier, because, ow.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Let's see. End with Deku 2 so you can get Mercy killed. Rabbits, please. Don't let your team down already. Don't make it a plan.
Don't think you can get out of playing your game.
Exactly. You're gonna play this game. You're gonna like it. I know Pop will give you Yakuza training if you end up in the same team. So speaking of Pop, before we move on to introducing all the runners, I believe Pop wanted to introduce himself. So, Pop, would you like to say a few things? Pop?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Did you want to say anything? Did you want to say anything to anybody? Introduce yourself.
ちょっと待ってね。なんだろう。何言ったらいいかな。
Oh. Pop is the guy who organized all this.
Introduction?
Yeah. Do you want to, introduction? Greetings.
I'm Pop, Japanese DQ speedrunner. さあ、ちょっと喋らせてもらう。I suggested this plan to convey how great DQ relay is. More players come to play DQ speedrun on Twitch than before. So I thought it's time to relay. I hope viewers will watch our relay and be interested in DQ speedrun. Thank you.
Great.
Thanks so much, Bob.
Okay.
This is a preview thing. I should probably explain, because I think maybe the concept of like this kind of like preview fanfare is sort of foreign here too. Like every year on Nico Nico they have the is it just every year the Ekiden DQ 1 through 6 relay team race. And there's always a few things that precede it. There's generally qualifiers actually that run for a couple of months, where everybody fights tooth and nail to even be on the teams. We don't quite have that many DQ players just yet, so we didn't necessarily have qualifiers or anything. But we are going to have a semi-random grouping of teams from these players that we do have. So
we're going to put together 3 teams, which is really fantastic, actually, because for like even just Dragon Quest II, as of a few months ago, we didn't even have 2 players who could finish.
That's true, actually.
We're going to be able to put together 3 teams, and it's going to be really great.
Right. So yeah, there's actually generally this kind of thing right here to precede the Ekiden happening. An actual like introduction of the concept and introduction of the runners and things like that. So that's what you're seeing now. I know that doesn't get that's generally not like a thing that gets done here. It's we're having a pretty Japanese relay race, so we're doing it we're going about it a pretty Japanese way basically. I think a commercial for this is pretty sweet actually. I like
essentially what we're doing here, yeah.
I like having the fanfare, Of course, DQ3 is the last run, Nacho. I wanted to keep you up all night. That's actually the reason. I know I said a lot about, like, cool music and great game being DQ3, but it's actually all about keeping Nacho up all night in Chile. Alright, so we have explained the concept, we have explained what it is, we have introduced us. Now let's introduce the runners before we get going on the grouping. So first up, we have the Dragon Warrior Randomizer runners.
So Dragon Warrior 1 Randomizer is a fairly popular randomizer game. I actually really like watching races. I don't quite have the patience to play sometimes, but it's very popular. There's a lot of really good players who play, and they're hosting their tournament pretty soon, so we wanted to give them a little extra exposure, and as well as, this is a Roto game, so we can tie this together.
That's right, yeah, we wanted to, we definitely wanted to have, like, well, something that was a popular English run also involved, since all the other games in the run are actually, like, Japanese. So here it is. Dragon Warrior Randomizer. It's also a nice like stable thing to do. Like even if it's even if it's randomized, like it's there's a lot of core concepts that go into playing, like and coming up with your route on the fly and stuff.
And it's really fun. It's really fun to watch the runners. So they'll be playing the same seed, but they won't know ahead of time what's going on. And you'll get to see 3 different players each play the same game, but they're going to approach the situation differently because of where they go and what they find first and that sort of thing.
Exactly. I should probably clarify, just to be absolutely sure everybody's on the same page. Dragon Warrior Randomizer is being randomized. Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3 for Super Famicom are not.
Yeah, those are just going to be regular RTA routes.
DWR is the only thing that's going to be randomized. So yeah, so we have Game Boy F9, Spark Over, and Silverfire as our Dragon Warrior Randomizer runners. Moving on to the next game in the lineup. Dragon Quest II. So Dragon Quest II is going to be run by me, Star Violence, Sumdiener,
hello,
and Lavitz951. This game is pretty unlike the others in the sense that it's really, really heavily focused on combat. Like
the random encounters in particular, less about boss battles, but every random battle is like a serious thing.
Yeah, we don't need the boss battles to be hard when every single other encounter acts like a boss battle or tries to. That being said, it's a really stable game when you're good at it, and it's a really hard, really fun game to play. And we didn't have too many runners. Well, I was going to say we didn't have too many runners, except I was the only one for a little while.
Actually, out here in the West,
you know what?
Basically the only one.
Rip Pelican City, unfortunately. Like, I haven't seen him in like a year. Yep, every game other than Dragon Warrior Randomizer is going to be the Super Famicom version.
Yes, we're going to be playing the Super Famicom remakes. If anyone is familiar with the Game Boy Color ports that we got in North America, they're basically very similar to that. Those versions.
Yep, almost identical in most ways. There's a few technical ways. Oh, DQ2
and some of them
SFC
make a huge difference as far as the speed runs are concerned, but
DQ2 SFC, I feel, compares like favorably to the NES version in that the end game is not about like a YOLO Hail Mary with exactly what Dweedit mentioned, the Falcon Sword of Destruction trick. You pretty much just play the game fast and fair, and there's no like actual trickery to it.
No, we make use of very few glitches. The key difference is, I think, anyways, Prince Samaru has access to much better equipment and is generally overall stronger.
Yeah, your whole party is stronger.
You feel like you have a complete party rather than like you're kind of missing something.
That's true. Yeah, Samaru Kanek can use the light sword. Your whole party is overall stronger, and the enemies are basically weaker. Like they've all had their stats tweaked. All the formations have been tweaked out. Like for instance, you'll never run into that 3 berserkers, 2 Tahoe Drakis near Tun kind of thing. Which I thought was just a delicious troll-looking thing, but I'd never want to run into it like on my way there the first time.
Yeah, that's
rough. I've never seen it, and I hope I never do.
Generally speaking, monsters are more susceptible to status effect spells as well, like sleep especially.
We fight gold bat boons. We fight gold bat boons for experience. That's your biggest takeaway from this game. And I'm going to compare them right here.
You have to fight those things, yeah, pretty much.
Actually, yeah, we go into Hargon's castle and fight those things.
Hey, sometimes if you're out in the white ground loop, you might be like, oh, 2 gold baboons. This is actually an okay fight.
Yeah,
that's way worse things to see.
Oh my god, yeah, like, or I could see a Bowong and a giant, like just those, and be like, yeah, I can fight this. I can do that. Like, it might be a little tough if I'm too far from the shrine, then I wouldn't want to.
We can try, at least.
But, like, if I'm a few steps outside of the shrine, yeah. Alright, yeah, we've probably gone off the road a bit too long about Dragon Quest II.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah, alright, so that's Dragon Quest II for you. And runners again are me, Diener, and Rabbits. So now to DQ1. DQ1 again on Super Famicom is going to be run by Velociraptor 42, Xan Shadow, and Lovkian. And so Dragon Quest 1 is on the same cart as Dragon Quest 2, but is definitely a pretty gigantic departure from Dragon Quest 2. It's a really, really nice, easy game, and if any of you are still on the fence about what you're going to do for a 12-hour challenge, and you always wanted to play some kind of Dragon Quest game, this is a good one.
This is a good one to, yeah, this is a good one to get into. As far as the learning goes, it's not too bad. The length as a total run is about 2 hours once you get your, once you get your footing and stuff. It touches a lot of the core concepts that you'll see in all the Dragon Quest games, really, so you get a feel for what a Dragon Quest game, running a Dragon Quest game is like. And we've got plenty of people who can run it, too, so lots of people who can give you advice.
Oh, yeah. Some of you might have seen, like, the last two Dragon Quest marathons that we've done here, and in 8-player Dragon Quest 1 races. That is the extent to which people have learned this game in the past. And I
think I've been a part of an impromptu race that's involved at least 5 people.
Yeah, that was great. Oh my god, that was at like 2 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you sound really pleased with that being at 2 in the morning. So yeah, that was fun. Dragon Quest Run is really fun. There's a lot of, huh?
I was going to say, in particular, we're going to be playing what's called the Dragon Loop category. This is a category in which we take advantage of respawning dragon in the Marsh Cave in order to level us up to be strong enough to get Roto's armor and finish the game.
Yeah, you pretty much dump the princess in the swamp and get a bunch of dragons so you can get your Roto's armor and stuff.
So as a result, we can level up and finish this game, complete it. Like I said, the running time is a little less than 2 hours once you get pretty good at it. Played, pretty much completely fairly. Except for, the Dragon Loop thing.
Alrighty.
We still have to go and fight the things, but...
Oh, yeah, we do. I don't like it. Nobody does, but we do. That's okay. Because you and I aren't going to have to. Velociraptor 42, Xan Shadow,
we'll be fighting
and
our own
Lovkian.
dragons.
Yeah, I like those dragons, especially when they get crinkle-cut, curly dragons. Delicious.
Yeah, I know, right?
Delicious.
Alright.
Dragon Quest 1 runners, again, are Velociraptor 42, Xan Shadow, and Lovkian. And now... Dragon Quest 3.
Dragon Quest 3... is not just as far as Dragon Quest is concerned, but even just speed running is is a game that's been around for a very long time, and it remains one of the most popular and competitive games in Japan.
Yeah, it's also quite a different game even from Dragon Quest 1 and 2 as far as playstyle goes, which I think Dieter can touch on better than I can, so I'm going to let him.
In this run, everything is very carefully optimized. A lot of it is about collecting items that are going to make our party powerful enough to do things. As a general theme, we approach scenarios under-leveled, but over-geared. So we have powerful gear, but we're under-leveled. So that lets us sort of balance things out and keep progressing through the game as quickly as possible. There's a lot of different things in the first half where we just work on getting our party ready and get the ship and level up enough to do the second half of the game, which involves a lot of boss fights and dangerous encounters in the dark world. But from there, it's pretty much just go to the next thing, keep moving forward, and finish the game. The running time for this game, if you're pretty good at it, it's about between 3.5 hours.
That's right. We didn't actually necessarily mention estimates for the other games too. That would probably be helpful. You just reminded me of that. Thinking of, I guess I'm not completely sure what the estimate on a DWR race would be. I bet I see Game Boy out there commenting. I bet he'd be able to assist with that, but I imagine it's somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour.
Yeah, it's somewhat variable based on the seed that they get, but I think an hour might be a fair estimate for it.
Yeah. 1,600. Okay. All right. Gotcha.
Between 1 and 2 hours. Okay.
Okay. So I was decently on with my guess of like 11 hours total earlier. We're expecting Dragon Quest II to take anywhere between 4 and 4.5 hours.
Yeah, let's say that's a fair assessment.
Come on, you got 2 months.
That's just what I was thinking.
And Dragon Quest 3 as... Dragon Quest 1. Dragon Quest 1, we're expecting around 2 hours?
Just under 2 hours, probably.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Somewhere between like 1.5, 2. And Dragon Quest 3, as you just said, we can expect to see around like a 3.5 hour time overall.
Mm-hmm. 3:10 is like an average run for me, but you got to add a lot of time if you died at Zoma at the end of the game.
Right. Alrighty. So let's see. We have explained the concept. We have talked about the games. We have talked about everybody running.
Oh, our runners here for DQ3 are Nacho from Chile,
yeah. That's right.
Darko, and Pop from Japan.
I forgot to actually introduce people. Hello, Pop.
Hello.
Alrighty. Yep. The relay itself is taking place. As I switch to it, get rid of this grouping thing actually because it already started. Again, this is a Dragon Warrior Randomizer and Roto Relay team race that we are organizing on September 23rd, starting at noon Eastern. And all that being said, I think it's time to actually do grouping, huh?
Yep, sounds like a plan. So we've got our 12 players total, 4 games, 3 players per game. But we haven't divided them into teams yet, so that's what we're going to do here now.
Alrighty. Let me get this set up. Alright, Pop. Are you ready to go?
Okay. I'm ready.
Alrighty, I've got you up. Let's spin the wheels.
Okay. And じゃあ最初、we start grouping from now. First, I explain simply how we do it. I use this software. For test, I use this now. Entering name is here. 例えばゴメちゃん。
We can't let Gome-chan play. He's going to beat everybody.
Gome rage. Gome smile. Smile. Gome smile. And pushing this button. If 3 people, 3 names for 1, 2, and 3 come out at random. Push. ちょっと出てないの。お Sorry. こうか。Okay. In this case, Gome Rage is Team A, Gome Smile is Team B, Gome-chan is Team C. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I see it. It popped up
okay.
now. That's good.
Okay. Okay. So. Then I divide rabbits and natural crop into different teams. じゃあもうやっていいのかなそしたら えーっと。Star?
Yep.
Please explain why.
Oh, right. Yeah, we're our grouping isn't like entirely random since we didn't have qualifiers. Generally, with something like a Nico Ekiden race, everybody had to go through qualifiers, and everybody's like assumed to be of pretty relative, like nearly identical skill levels, basically. But we have a pretty wide range of skill levels going into this race. So we're seeding it a bit, basically. So Pop's gonna do the seeding, and then he's going to randomly place everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really just like a little bit of separation, as you'll see once he actually does it. I think you guys should come up with the team names.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I think what's going to be the first thing I do for my team is team meeting about our team name.
Yep, definitely.
OK よーし、じゃあ行きますよ。Here we go.
はい。
OK。
OK。
行きましょう。行きましょう。
行きましょう。はい、じゃあ最初は Rabbits and Natural Corp。Yo!
Yo!
はい。Team A, Rabbits. Team B, Natural Corp. Okay. Rabbits が Team A. Rabbits.
Alright, so we got Lavitz951 playing for Team A in DQ2.
Natural Corp. DQ3B, Team B. Okay. はい。
He can't get you, Nacho. That was the point.
Yes.
It's been really funny to watch you guys joke about being on the same team together, though. For like 3 weeks. We're basically doing a little bit of seeding, Tristal, to because we have like varying skill levels across the games we're playing.
Yeah, as I mentioned with
primarily Lavitz and Nacho are a bit like Lavitz is basically new to DQ2.
Yeah, as I was saying with DQ2, I mean, even I'm pretty new to it too.
Yeah.
I've been working really hard on it, but man, it's a really tough game.
Nacho's not so much new to DQ3, but what he's up against is absurd. So
yeah, Pop is one of the world's best players, and Darko is also very, very fast and plays a lot. Still, I think you know, getting a race route settled will be be good enough.
Okay, I'm ready for Dragon Warrior Randomizer.
Okay.
Okay. はい、じゃあ、
さあ、
next
行きましょう。
is Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Okay. さあ、じゃあ、行きますよ。Here we go. Okay?
はい。
Okay. Let's go. そのままになった。はい、Team A, Game Boy. Team B, Sparkover. Team C, Silverfire. はい。ということは、OK。Team A, Game Boy. Team B, Sparkover. Sparkover. Team C, Silverfire. Okay.
You can do it, Game Boy.
Hi.
I believe in you. I believe in you, unless you're, oh, you're not on my team. Never mind, I don't believe in you. Lavitz believes in you.
I believe in everyone.
That's so nice.
But especially everyone else needs to believe in me too, though, because I got some work to do.
Same.
Speaking of which, I think we're going to be split up next.
Oh, that's right. I literally wrote a book on DQ2, and I still need work.
The only book.
That's not the only book. I mean, well, I guess the other one's kind of a pamphlet. Alrighty. Maybe we're just waiting for Pop to queue up the DQ2 peeps being me and Dina.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh,
Next is DQ2, Violence, and Samudiana. Okay. はい、じゃあ行きますよ。Here we go. OK? はい、じゃあ行きます。Let's go.
Yep.
はい、Team B, サムディアナ。Team C, スタブバイオレンス。
Okay.
Okay.
Boo, boo me. Boo Star, he's the pits.
Team B, サム
Sparky.
ディアナ。Team C, スターバイオレンス。OK。はい。OK。
I am not Lavitz. You're just going to have to play 24 hours a day for 2 months.
That's my plan. So
Well, Lavitz, Sparky, Lavitz was already in the Group A slot from being seeded, so 1 and 2 were B and C in this case. Wow, we're not friends anymore, thanks! Thanks a whole lot. I know you do.
Okay, ready.
Alrighty.
Next.
Okay. Next is DQ1.
Mm-hmm.
はい。OK。よし。はい。じゃあ行きますよ。Here we go. OK。
よし。
よし。はい。Let's go. はい。Team A, Exam Shadow. Team B, Rabukian. Team C, Velociraptor.
Oh.
Okay, okay.
はい。ということで、Team A, Exam Shadow. Rabukian. Team C, Velociraptor. Okay. Hi.
All right. All that's left is to divide the last 2 DQ3 players.
Alrighty. Lavitz, you should hyperbolic time chamber train Xan Shadow at DQ1. Unless
Team
Pop
B
is
for
there,
Bear.
and then Pop will
I
do
like
it.
that.
Oh, that works, yeah. That would, yeah. That's pretty suitable.
Just get a picture of the DQ3 bear.
There's a DQ3 bear? Oh, like
Yeah,
the Darth
there's-
Bear.
Yeah, there's a regular brown one.
お
え
ー、これは
You know what the funny thing is?
Pop star is possible.
Pop star!
お
Come on, pop star. Yo, if we don't get pop star, I'm gonna legit cry. Gonna cut the stream and go cry somewhere.
Okay. I... okay, ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's super fair because it sounds the coolest. Come on.
Okay. Last DQ3. Dark Korea and Pop.
Sa hajime!
Oh shit. Here we go. Okay. Okay. はい、じゃあ行きますよ。Here we go. Let's go. Ah!
Oh! Oosh.
Hey, Pop.
That's no good.
Dark Korea.
Damn it.
All three of us here tonight are on different
I
teams.
I would never say I'm stuck with Darko, but
I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
Now we can have some really edgy name like Team Darkstar.
Oh,
Dark Starfire,
Nice.
and also dinosaurs. Alrighty, so, well, there you have it, guys. These are our teams. We've got Team A, Game Boy F9, Lavitz 951, Xan Shadow, and Pop. On Team B, we've got Sparkover, Sumdiener, Lavkian, and Nacho Yakopu. And on Team C, we've got Silverfire, Star of Violence, Velociraptor 42, and Darko. So, there you have it, guys. These are the teams, and these are the games. Dragon Warrior Randomizer, into Dragon Quest II, Dragon Quest I, and Dragon Quest III. So this has been our grouping stage of our Dragon Warrior Randomizer and Roto Relay Team Race, taking place again on September 23rd at noon Eastern Daylight Time. Again, we'll expect the estimate to be around 11 hours, given potentially, let's give it around a 2-hour randomizer time, a 2-hour Dragon Quest I time, a 4.5-hour Dragon Quest II time, and a 3.5 Dragon Quest III time.
Yeah, that's a reasonable estimate.
Yeah, I'd say so. Oh, let's see. I know Pop had something here. Actually, let me shorten that a bit. Pop wants to take a poll on who everybody thinks is going to win, given the teams. Let me bring those. let me bring those back up. And let me get a good link for this.
Oh, excellent! Can't wait to see the results.
Internal server error. Bomb choose, please. Alright, gonna have to go with Goodoggle. There you go. Oh, bomb choose has been down for I never used bomb choose, to be perfectly honest. I always just used goo.goal, so I didn't actually know. Papa's also gonna...
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. Papa's also gonna have awards for section prize. I believe that's like who's the best at their given games and stuff. And an MVP.
MVP.
Who is going to be Pop.
Maybe we'll decide as a group.
Very fairly selected. Yep. Okay. So one more time. This is a Dragon. This was our grouping stage for Dragon Warrior Randomizer and Roto Relay Team Race. This is happening on September 23rd at noon Eastern Daylight Time. I'm Star Violence, and this is Some Diener and Pop.
Hello. Yep. We're finishing up. We're finishing up. So
yep.
I'm
sorry for anybody who thought that this was happening tonight, but this is happening in 2 months.
Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed our grouping presentation and this sort of advertisement for our Roto Relay that's happening in about 8 weeks. We've got the team selected now, and everybody's going to train and practice really hard, I hope, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Especially people on my team, right? And we're going to we're going to come up September 23rd at about noon, and we're going to put on a great show for you all. So please check it out.
All right, guys. I hope you all have a good night, a good afternoon, a good morning, wherever you are. And we will see you in September. Thank you very much.
Yep. Have a great night, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.